So this topic is basically about animal behavior, and this states that anything an organism does and how it reacts, and this includes how behavior evolves, proximate and ultimate causes, communication, innate, and learned behavior. For how behavior evolves, you get genetics, the environment, parental care, and altruism. With genetics, you get migration, as well as signals. But with the environment, you get foraging. And with foraging, this is like basically the goal to maximize amount of food eaten while minimizing the energy expended to lower the risk of being injured or eaten. So parental care is basically the response to produce offsprings, and this also includes the fitness, which depends on the success of the young to adult. There's also altruism, and that is the increase of fitness with the other organism as our fitness decreases. We now come across the proximate and ultimate causes. With the proximate cause, this basically tells us how a behavior occurs, and with the ultimate cause, it tells us why this occurs. Oh no! Belle is being attacked by wolves when she's stuck in the forest. This can also be known as the proximate and ultimate causes. With this, she is fighting for her life because the wolves are hungry and it's late, and they're taking this opportunity to take advantage and come across Belle right here to have their midnight snack. And this is happening because she is stranded, her horse is stuck, and she's just a young woman and she doesn't know what to do. Here we have Belle approaching the magical rose. This can come across as chemical and or symbolic communication. In biology, chemical communication is also known as pheromones, and symbolic communication is known as like a performance or something to be shown as to where or what they need. In this image, I am showing how Belle is approaching the magical rose in Beauty and the Beast. The rose is a symbolic communication. This is because it shows the lifespan of the beast and how long it will take him before he has to fall in love with someone or he'll turn into a beast forever. So from communication, we now go to the two types of behavior that I will be talking about, and this consists of learned and innate behavior. With the innate behavior, it comes with like an instinct. It's inherited within genetics, and it can be a little complex when it comes to the mating ritual. Unlike innate behavior, we now move on to learned, and that is not inherited through your genetics. This one is learned by experience, and this consists of imprinting, spatial, cognition, associative, and social learning. Imprinting, that happens within the organism's critical period, and that's basically like when an animal is very sensitive at the time and they immediately see one thing and expect it to be like their mother or any type of figure in their life. Spatial learning is the establishment of members that reflect on an environment. Cognition is a complex type that rely upon multiple mental processes. Associative is connecting one environment features with another environment. So you may think of one area, like the beast may see his castle as his home, but then could be in the woods and find another castle and be thinking that that's his home too. Last but not least, you also have social learning, and that's basically off of observation and interaction with other organisms. In the first image of the beast devouring his porridge, it shows an innate behavior because it's instinct for him to use his hands and his mouth and not to use a fork. But he also had a learned behavior experience because he learned to love Belle and to not focus on himself, but to focus on other people. And also with the innate behavior of the beast, became like complex for him because he would get frustrated and angry and start to roar, and it was just a challenge for him to overcome that he is still a person on the inside. But since he did learn to love in this bottom picture, like that was all in his head that he could do that no matter what, and it became like his social interaction, and that's basically like his innate and learned experience.